Hello and welcome, Talkin really, and today there's a article in the Guardian newspaper online. If you recall, I mentioned this a few weeks ago. This is the misleading adverts and waste of money that the government wasted £225,000 advertising Universal Credit. And they paid the money to the Metro newspaper in order to run adverts, bespoke adverts detailing how wonderful UC is, all the benefits of claiming UC. And of course, the Guardian have now proven that everything that they said is a lie. Now we have proof the government used your money to lie about poor people. The reporter is Aditya Chakraborty from The Guardian. He revealed that the Whitehall plans to deceive the public on Universal Credit. An investigation began. Its conclusions were shocking. So earlier this summer, a national newspaper published a string of curious articles under the logo Universal Credit Uncovered. The features promised readers of the Metro the truth about the notorious UC. Obviously, the series began with a giant advert wrapped around the cover, coupled with a 4-page spread in its centre pages, and continued for 9 weeks. This was launched by the DWP. It was an unprecedented attempt to salvage the reputation because of the UC being attacked by MPs, it plunging families into starvation and driven councils to call for its abolition because they're not getting their rent paid. That suffering was dismissed by the DWP as negativity and scaremongering. Mr. Chakraborty reported that weeks beforehand he saw a signed document from 3 top officials. It described the Metro campaign for newspaper advert as very different to anything that we've done before. And the civil servants crowed about how readers might be deceived into treating the advertorials as an independent report. They said that the features won't look or feel like DWP or UC. You won't see any branding. We want to grab the reader's attention and make them wonder who's done this undercover UC investigation. But they almost got away with it, but they were tipped off by the Guardian's reporting. Others began to fight back. Activists and everything, they turned up by train at train stations, emptied the stands of Metro newspapers with the support of the RMT union. A number were bought delivered to Amber Rudd's office when she was in power. And obviously then the biggest thing here is the complaints made to the ASA, the Advertising Standards Authority, because they claimed that the information was misleading the public. There was 44 complaints made. Now the average is between 1 and 5, and it's been investigating the claims since early June. But this morning it published its findings, and they make it a quite stark outlook for the general election. So the idea is that they would summarise the myths about UC and give their readers the facts Well, the ASA looked at 3 different claims and they found that they weren't facts at all, that they were lies told by the government to its own taxpayers, who forked out the £225,000 to pay for it. In big letters, the boast was, people move into work faster on UC. Now, after checking the stats, the ASA said it did not reflect the evidence and was therefore misleading. The other claim that it made was, if you need money, your job centre will urgently pay you an advance. And of course the ASA complained about the fact that it's not clear that this is only a loan and that it must be paid back, and there is a wait period of 5 weeks for your first payment. The last claim that they looked into was, your job centre can pay rent directly to landlords. It was found to be false and misleading because it only applies to a certain small number of claimants. Now, they also looked at one other thing, which was the fact is that the advertorial was not identifiable as an advert, and whilst the font of it admits that this is a DWP marketing ploy, they only partially upheld that complaint. But there are still 3 rulings against the DWP and a partial one. So it's no small thing for a watchdog to face down the government in such an uncompromising fashion, yet at the end of it is remarkable judgment. There is something even more startling. The DWP is told that in future it must have adequate evidence to support the claims and to include significant conditions where the claims don't apply, and to present conditions clearly. So a very interesting follow-up for that story, which I reported on a little while ago, about the waste of money that they do with the advertising article. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, a like and a share, and of course come back again for another video very soon. Bye for now.